we haven't done a power ranking of the teams in Berlin, so I feel like that's the first thing to do. Now, the content king Wyatt is out buying coffee at the moment, so Lord knows where he's disappeared to.
That's okay.
But I think now's a good time to take a look at this. Brent, number 2 team, or at least, is there anyone that belongs in S tier along with Sentinels?
I find it hard to not put Ascend in the S tier, potentially. I find it hard to believe. Wow. I know they didn't win.
Okay, hold on.
I know they lost to like SMB or Gambit, I should say, but
why?
No, they lost to SMB.
Oh no, that's right. They lost to SMB.
Why do you want to?
Didn't they? I don't remember anymore.
I feel because then they play in the wasn't their
seeding game.
Yeah, wasn't that seeding game? Yeah, I guess it was a seeding game.
The game I watched, I think. I mean, you're making me question every aspect of my.
Well, I'm just making sure,
dude. What do you mean?
I just traveled. My brain's foggy.
2-1 SMB, and I think it was like the upper semis.
No, they beat Gambit in the upper semis, and then
Gambit came back and played them in the finals, right?
You're making me second guess everything.
Bro, I can't even remember how the EMA bracket went now. You really are making me second guess my life.
Dude, my brain fog is incredible. My brain's done developing. I'm 26 now. I don't have any more brain development. I'm falling backwards.
They lost to both. Yeah, somehow the bracket worked out where they lost to both. I can't even remember how that happened.
I don't know. I feel like
they lost to SMB in the upper final, and then they dropped down and they got eliminated by Gambit. That's what happened. That's what happened.
I don't know. I find it hard. At the very least, I can't put Ascend, Gambit, Supermassive Blade. They have to be A tier.
At least A tier, right? Like all 3 of them are A tier.
100%.
Vision Strikers A tier.
I think so.
I would say so as well, personally. I think that's really hard to justify Vision Strikers going deep in the bracket because they're with 2 other A-tier teams, with SMB and Ascend in their group.
Yeah.
So they might not make it out of groups, but I think they're still probably an A-tier team.
But do you feel like would we rate them equivalent, since they're all in A-tier, would you rate Vision Strikers as like equivalent to like, you would rate them as directly equivalent or just in the same tier, you know, like they might be a little bit below them?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, because like I find it hard to. I don't know. Do I really think Vision Strikers are the same exact tier as like Ascend and Gambit currently? Like, as in like they would match up and have like they could probably take maps, but like would I think they would have a chance of winning the series?
Well, let's put it this way: if Vision Strikers are a whole tier below Ascend and SMB, they are definitely not making it out of groups.
That's fair.
And I think they have a very good chance of making it out of groups. I think they're on pretty similar footing right now.
They are really
as
good.
Those teams. I think they're a very good team. Listen, I'm not predicting like Wyatt that they're going to be in the finals. They're going to be like top 4. I think they're somewhere around 4th to 6th best team in this tournament, depending on what this cheeky little devil does.
What Envy does, yeah.
I think Envy's a very hard team to place because we don't exactly know.
We don't know where El Diablo is gonna what El Diablo is gonna do. You know, how he's gonna show up.
That's my question. You're just munching away on your bagel.
Are you just feeling pain as you eat?
Yeah, I'm just being conscious to mute my mic as well.
I'm
so you don't hear me.
If I'm eating stuff on the couch, a lot of the times I'm honestly at this point like I might just eat into the mic. I just make him listen to me.
Here's what I'm thinking. S tier are teams that have a great shot to win the tournament. Let's define it that way.
Sure.
Sentinels, top of the A tier, top of the S tier for sure. I want to throw Ascend and Gambit up there.
Yeah, I'd agree with that 100%. See, I really
why not Sugma Balls?
Because I am underrating Sugma Balls. I know that is like I'm already reflecting on the fact that I am underrating them. But I just don't think that their style of relying so much on aim duels and winning them is going to transfer to LAN when you're playing against like all the best teams in the world. I mean, yeah.
Like, if you want them to, if you think that can win the tournament, do you think they're going to match up really well versus Sentinels? And I'm like, I don't know.
I think they can beat anybody. Do I think they're going to beat everybody in a row to be able to make the final and win? No, I don't think so. I think their style is going to be inherently less consistent than one of the other teams. Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. Personally, I don't have them in the S tier. I would throw Envy in our A tier, though.
Yeah, I mean, Envy of like the outside shot here. I tell you what, though, 100 Thieves.
They're good.
I actually came to appreciate 100 Thieves a lot more after I watched Vision Strikers.
What, when you saw how that bind comp is supposed to be run?
Yes. But also, because 100 Thieves they play like similar stuff on a bunch of different maps, on Ascent as well. Like in terms of the way that it is played, there's like inherent weaknesses when you run like the triple initiator comp, where you can't really hold on to space as well.
Van Liberty, who they're playing against today, actually, run very similar compositions.
Yeah.
So what are you making a
so
case here for 100 Thieves to be in the A tier?
Yeah, I think
Because they
100
did beat
Thieves-
Envy
I think
domestically.
I think people are kind of underrating 100 Thieves a little bit because it's 100 Thieves. Like you either love them or you hate them. You know.
Okay.
Like Marmite.
It's a bit like TSM.
Yeah. Yeah. It's reaching that point. The reason my volume is low is because it's away from my mic because I'm eating.
Why is Crew not S tier?
Why is Crew not
Why
S
is
tier?
Crew not
Well,
S
we
tier?
just haven't touched Crew
We
yet.
haven't looked at Crew yet.
Listen,
We actually have a separate category for Crew. We put them in Crew tier.
the Crew
Put them
tier.
in the Crew tier.
My hot take for this event, though, is that Crew are genuinely a good team. I
Yeah.
think the overhyping of them by the Crew fanatics, the delusional Crew fans.
Weren't we kind of part of that?
No.
A little bit.
Ironically, yes. But
Yeah.
non-ironically, no. But
I was.
I think that Crew are good enough to be able to get out of their group above the best team in Brazil. I think.
Yeah. I
think-
actually do agree.
Look at him. Look at him.
Dude,
Look at him.
I'm telling you.
Here he is.
I'm telling you. There he is.
Sits down to
blonde
here.
king.
You
Oh,
think Crew-
by the
you
way,
think Crew
also,
is-
dude,
no.
I mean, that fucking coffee line, I had the entire Crazy Raccoon roster and staff in front of me. I mean, that shit was outrageous. But also, what are you talking about,
I think
Josh?
Crew's going to get out of the group
I've
in
actually,
second place.
I think
How much have they paid you?
No, they haven't paid me
no
anything.
Crew. I think Crew.
I
They
th-
seem like they're way better than Havana Liberty and Vivo Kid.
No. Well, I don't know
Okay,
about
well,
way
not,
better.
well, not
I
way
don't know
better, but
about
like,
way
okay,
better. I
sure,
can't be
okay.
on
Let
that
me let me take that.
Go
statement
ahead,
back a bit.
everyone.
But better. I think I legitimately think they look really good. Yeah, they are. They're pretty good.
Here's my thing. I think Crew make it
They're
out of the
good,
group as long as Vivo Key don't pop off with.
Like if Vivo Kid, obviously, if they own, like
if Heat continues to dominate,
yeah.
then yeah, sure. Vivo
If they
Key
have-
will
if
get
they
out.
have some
in
bangers.
all of the, if Heat plays as he does in the Brazilian qualifying games and in his own region against Crew and against Zeta Division, he will be by far the best player in the server in all of those games.
But the Brazilian star players did not turn up at all last time.
Yeah.
And it makes me worried.
You say that, but
They really didn't.
But they
though.
didn't. They
But
looked pretty poor.
the problem was though that
They
it
weren't on
was
duelist.
saucy and it was. The problem is it was like
Oh, they're
saucy
playing
and
a
Sonic. They weren't
walkout
really the
kind of thing.
duelists.
I'm gonna go exit stage left to go pee, and then when I come back, there's gonna be a
Mind if
finalized
I-
tier list. Take my spot.
Can
Yeah.
I tell you a spot?
Take my spot.
My
All
neck's
good.
getting craned.
All good.
Are we good with this tier list? I feel like it's.
I'm happy with it.
I'm not, but
I like the S tier and the A tier. Personally.
What are you not happy with, Wyatt?
I guess it's okay.
What would you change, Mr. Wyatt?
I don't know. The problem is we're making a tier list of a team that with the teams that we've never seen perform internationally, and I don't know. I think there's a
You think Brazil will do better?
no. I don't. Well, I think there's a world where maybe Key to end up in B and then F4Q are down in C, but also I think there's a world where
Sure.
both of them are in C. And it's
Yeah.
just G2 and B.
Yeah.
G2 kind of seem like they're just in their own space. They're like the top 8 gatekeeper.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I think that's
I think
quite
that's
reasonable.
also a reality where they're just the top 8 gatekeeper and F4Q are
Below. them.
below.
Yeah. I still do think though that F4Q have a great chance of being able to like trade series against them.
Against you
Yeah,
Against
yeah. The thing
G2,
that I
yeah.
said on the show the other day, I think there's a very
There could
real
be a
possibility
tie.
that they win the first series and G2 win the second series, and then there's a weird tie scenario.
Yeah,
in the,
which
in the
we
thing.
still don't know the rules for. I don't know what the rules would
They're
be
just
for
going to
that.
make it up in case it happens.
Probably.
They're just
Rounds
hoping it
one.
doesn't.
I mean, I hope it's not round differential or something, but it probably will be.
yeah,
right?
just whoever didn't get shit on by Sentinels.
Yeah, it might.
gets
Yeah,
through.
it really might. Be.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
Do
probably G2 have a higher
jousting
chance.
on
of.
fracture.
Up jousting on fracture to decide who goes through to the playoffs of the biggest event ever.
I'd like that.
Far in Valorant.
I'd be into it.
What do you think about the bottom? I think Crazy Raccoon are clearly the weakest team here.
Well, I also think there's a world where Zeta Division are in C because I even think that right now Zeta Division are better than those other 3 teams, so I kind of want them in C. But I think that they're probably not as good as the 3 teams in C, except for Crew. So, but I kind of want to move Zeta Division up because I think that they're just better than the other 3 teams there.
Really?
I mean, do you think that they're worse than Paper Rex?
No, I think they're
Or worse than
very
Crazy
slightly
Raccoon?
better.
Brent aren't even there.
Yeah, no, Brent aren't even
So-
there. I mean, I should probably move Brent out of the list entirely, but which
You
I
should leave
literally-
him there as an honorary placeholder.
I don't
I
think
literally-
you can.
No.
Yeah, just
You
kidding.
can't.
I can't.
Just leave
Whatever.
him there.
They're an honorary placeholder there.
Yeah, I mean, they would probably be. I mean, they'd be in the D tier anyway. So
Yeah.
I think Paper Rex are going to look bad at this tournament because they're in such a hard group.
yeah, it's
But
too
I
bad
don't
for them.
actually think they're
know what was interesting
significantly worse.
About Paper Rex. In
Yeah.
the interview, they were saying how their practice in Southeast Asia, they don't get good practice in Southeast Asia because a lot of the teams they play against,
They're
apparent-
trolling.
he
and
said,
stuff.
yeah, they said they're trolling and they're playing
Yeah.
for their ego.
Yeah.
And they're not playing good practice. And since they've come here, they found, I think they said they found the games to be like in their scrims. Teams are playing how they expect them to play.
Yes, yeah,
Like, because
yeah.
they're playing properly. So I am curious if we're going to see like Paper Rex end up playing better. I wasn't
I
impressed
mean-
with them when I watched them.
But Paper Rex also are in a group with Vision Strikers, Ascend, and
Yeah,
SMB.
good luck.
Yeah, I mean, the Paper X player was saying they don't have expectations of doing well at this event. He's trying to tell the rest of their team
Just to have
to
fun.
just have fun, just turn up. He also said we scrim regularly against Vision Strikers. They normally 24-0 us, so we snuck into their rooms and we've broken their wrists.
Yeah.
And the other players on the desk looked at him like, huh?
Yeah, I
They
mean,
didn't get it.
so a couple of people laughed, and then they also
I
made a joke
laughed.
about pouring water on their equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one laughed at that.
I know.
I think they thought he was. I don't know if they thought he was being serious about it.
I think they just don't expect the players to be funny, and Benkai was really funny.
Yeah.
And so they were like, wait, humor? In my press conference? Surely not. Surely not.
Very serious.
It's more likely than you think. Also, chat, sorry. Now I'm not there to press buttons like crazy, and
Yeah. What do you
you're
want?
gonna get Donowalled more.
Yeah, we're
too.
Donowalling them.
You're gonna get Donowalled
Oh,
chat a
no.
lot more. This is giving you guys ahead
Abhishek
of time.
Vashist, welcome to member.
Welcome to member.
Welcome to member. Vision Strikers are better than SMB, just wait. I think Vision Strikers have.
Is that the Wyatt alt account? He's
I
on
think
a
Vision
phone right now.
Strikers.
I mean, Vision Strikers could beat SMB
Honestly,
for the same
legitimately-
reason we just saw
That's my
SMB.
yeah, I'll
them.
give you-
Yeah, because they're
At-
extraordinarily good with their utility.
Depending
and-
on how SMB look here too, Vision. That's not even an outrageous take after this first
No.
map.
Well,
so.
I don't think it was an outrageous take even before this first map. I think, personally, my preds are that Vision Strikers and Ascend make it out of this group.
Yeah, that was.
But
That
SMB
was
at
my
any
pick.
point could just turn into aimbots.
You
Because
think-
we've seen them online. They just sometimes have
But-
maps where they
yeah,
hit
yeah.
every shot.
Their aim hasn't suffered.
No, but it's about being given the opportunities to take aim duels early in the rounds.
Yeah. Do you
If-
think that bind Ascent
Wait,
on bind
Bala?
really doesn't?
Bala?
Bala?
Hold on, go back to the
Bala
game screen.
check?